What's up, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I want to talk a little bit today about the justice system and how I think a lot of times it's crap. It's a lot of loopholes and stupid guidelines that they give the criminals that sometimes don't deserve it. And such is the case today in the situation of this man right here. Ladies and gentlemen, this man right here is Jeffrey Jones. He's a former Memphis Police Department officer. And this guy right here was charged with, I'm going to just say the R word, statutory R word of a 15-year-old girl some time back. Now, the trial was coming up. And days before the trial, as of recently, he took a plea deal. Now, I'm not going to give you the details of this. I'm going to play this video clip. But I will say this. There are far too many people who innocently are assaulted, had themselves, victimized, and they don't get justice. But the thing that's funny is people always tell you, hey, let the law run its course and all this stuff, like this family did, thinking they would get justice for what happened to their daughter when she was 15 years old. Take a look at this man and you tell me, sometimes vigilante justice sound like a good thing. You know what I mean? And I'm not imploring that and telling anybody to do it, but I mean, it's like the justice system plays us out. Check this out. Look.
I hope this hurts you the way you hurt me. I hope that every single time you look in the mirror, you're filled with disgust.
Emotional words after learning a former Memphis police officer will not serve any jail time after pleading guilty to statutory rape of a teenager. WRAG's Quamitra Wilburn has this breaking news update and was in the courtroom as the victim gave her heart-wrenching testimony.
It was an emotional day in court as a female victim stood face to face with the former Memphis police officer she says sexually assaulted her when she was just a teenager.
The court system has failed me in every way possible.
Words of disappointment spewed from the mouth of the woman accusing former Memphis police officer Jeffrey Jones of raping her when she was 15 years old. Due to the circumstances of the case, WREG is not identifying the victim or her family.
The so-called man sitting in front of me gets to walk free to do this again because he got away with something that is unforgivable in the eyes of God.
Jones was facing 2 counts of rape and a sexual battery by an authority figure charge. His indictment stated he sexually penetrated and intentionally engaged in sexual contact with a teenage girl. Records also say a camera was placed in the teen's bedroom without her knowledge. However, just days before his trial, he took an Alford plea to a lesser charge of statutory rape. It's a plea that doesn't admit guilt, but does acknowledge there's enough evidence for a conviction. Monday morning, Judge Jessica Fitzgerald signed off on the plea deal, agreeing to judicial diversion for 1 year at the recommendation of the state. We spoke to Jones' attorney after the hearing, who says it was a negotiated plea based on all the facts and circumstances. But do you believe he's innocent?
You should never ask a lawyer that question. That is totally irrelevant. The issue or what does the facts show?
The victim and her mother testified in court that Jones was close to the family and had known the victim since she was at least 8 years old.
You were an officer of the law, sworn in to protect and serve, but you did the exact opposite. We trusted you, and you took the innocence of my daughter.
You know what you did to me, and God knows what you did to me. You may be able to lie and shoot your way out of this courtroom, but you'll never be able to lie to the man upstairs.
Under the circumstances of his probation, Jones is not allowed to contact the victim, must serve 3 days of community service, and has to attend counseling. Jones will have the opportunity to request the statutory rape charge be expunged from his record after his probation. Reporting from 201.
Well, guys, that's the video article. Well, video story. And this guy, Jeffrey Jones, he got off big time, and it's messed up. Not only was that girl violated, but so was her family. Let me read this excerpt right here. It says Jones was facing 2 counts of rape and sexual battery charged by an authority figure. His indictment stated he sexually penetrated and intentionally engaged in sexual conduct with the teenage girl. Records also say a camera was placed in the teen's bedroom without her knowledge. However, just days before his trial, he took an offered plea to a lesser charge of statutory rape. It's a plea that doesn't admit guilt, but acknowledges enough evidence for a conviction. So my question to you is why he ain't locked up? You had enough evidence. That's that loophole stuff I'll be talking about. They get these guys these deals, right? Well, I didn't do it. The evidence says you did. I didn't do it. Back and forth. All of a sudden, you know what? Screw it. It's on you. You don't want to tell the truth, it's on you. Sign this deal right here with the minimum possible penalty. We know you did it, but you're still sticking to your story. And here they got a judge who's a woman presiding over a case where a woman was violated. I mean, a young woman at that, violated and signed off on it. I wonder how she felt when she signed them documents. And that's the thing. A lot of authority people say, oh, well, we know the justice system's not right. And there are things that, why you ain't speaking up? You in it? This family got violated more than once. Robbed this girl, like mom said, robbed of her innocence, violated her, and violated the family on a mental level. You don't know what kind of struggles this girl went through or the family went through dealing with this after he was locked up. Now, granted, he got a good lawyer. This don't happen to people that ain't got no lawyer, like people with public defendants and stuff like that. That's another situation. You're going to pull the bullshit, you might as well pull it for everybody. They don't do that. His probation, in 1 year, he can push into appeal and overturn the whole verdict. So he'll get off scot-free. That's what the judicial delivery is. When they say 1 year judicial delivery, he'll deal with this state of being on probation, and then after that, he's done. What did it say? Probation details. No contact with the family and stuff. That's a no-brainer. And the victim, that's a no-brainer. Stupid shit. 3 days of community service, or 3 hours, whatever they say. Stupid stuff. He can do that, man. Where's the punishment? Also, you have to attend counseling. Cakewalk. For 2 counts of the R word? Come on, man. Come on, man. Where's the justice for that family? I wonder what the father's feeling of the victim. You know, they tell us, don't take the law in your own hands. Call the authorities and stuff. What kind of authority is governing over this Mickey Mouse bullshit? See, everybody say the scales of justice and all this are balanced, but it's always somebody in the background with their finger on one side of the scale. His defense lawyer, they asked him, did you hear him? Hey, you think your client really did it? Because everybody knows he did it. Look at him like he was just appalled. Oh, what kind of question is that to ask an attorney? Oh, like, come on, man. Come on. He doing his job. This guy, Jeffrey Jones, got off, like I said, in a loophole that the lawyer was smart enough to test. They had enough information. What was the prosecution doing? See, all this, guys, comes down to, and I'm going to be dead honest with you, money. To set up a trial and all of that stuff, it costs a lot of money, a lot of taxpayer dollars. Going down to the wire, because this happened what? This girl is in her 20s now? She was 15 when this happened, so what, 5 years? So think about it. They don't want to spend the money on the trial. Right before they got to start spending money on trial, days before, here come this Mickey Mouse deal. He got other deals that were higher than that. From me being incarcerated, I know these tactics. As soon as you get locked up, they come to you with a bunch of time. You'll do 15, 16 years. You say no, send it back. It's like a negotiation. Here they come with another deal. Might be higher than the first one, or it might be less. You say no. Your lawyer tells you no, hold out. Come with another deal. This is the third and final deal. You take it now. You go to court. Your lawyer tell you, oh, we got a chance of beating this. I don't know if you want to take that. This is a rape charge. You don't want to go to jail with this. You don't take it. Right before, now the ball's in the prosecution and all of them court. You want to spend $40,000, $50,000 for this case? Or we could just write him this law, and everybody knows he did it. I mean, he'll be in society, he'll be known as the guy that did it. And they'll do that. They'll opt not to spend money, but still slap you on the wrist. That ain't even a slap. That's a touch. Don't do it again. I'd have cut his hand off. This is messed up. Hear what the mom say? We'll never get a little girl back the way she was. See, my thing is this. When you're dealing with the R word, it's more than just an assault on, the body and forcing yourself on somebody's body. It's an assault on their mind. It affects them and those around them. That mother was hurt enough like you had violated her. And in a way, she feels that. What you think the father feel for that girl? Feeling that he wasn't there to protect her. Friends of the family had to be friends with the dad, most likely. Lady said, we trusted you around a kid. You did all this crazy stuff. He's sitting there. Okay, all right. I'll take this heat. But as long as I get to sleep in my bed tonight. Disgraceful. The justice system failed these people. It failed these people. You put a hidden camera in her room? For what? You a grown-ass man. Why you can't get a girl? I mean, a woman. And that's my thing, man. I don't know what the deal is with these older men going after these young kids, but I'm going to tell you something. I think a lot of this has to do with a lot of people that watch adult films or pornographic type material. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. And it has a lot to do with that. And I think that has a visual effect on guys wanting these young girls, these older men. It reminds them of their, youthful self. Make them feel young. Make them feel like they still in the game. This is crazy. And I don't understand it. I hope the family can find some peace, which would be hard. But I mean, I don't know what the next step is, but I know this dude right here need to be set on fire. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. The justice system dropped the ball on this. It's a damn shame, and they should be embarrassed. Take care.